Welcome along to another video. Today's video I want to talk about why I quit alcohol and just what it's like to have been living this life of not putting this poison into my body over the last 9 years. This is getting such a great place. I mean, I'm really enjoying coming down here in the mornings. We used to live just up the road from here, so this was the beach where, I'll be talking about this in a minute actually, but this was the beach where sort of was one of the things that kick-started my whole journey off. And it's beautiful. I mean, this time of the year, we generally have it to ourselves. This is a place where in the summertime it's mobbed by people from Madrid and people from all over the country come here. And in the wintertime, generally once you've got outside of July and August, you've generally got the place to yourself. So it was such a nice place to live. But the problem is that when you live here and you're looking out over the beach or whatever it is, I mean, you could be looking out over mountains, you get used to it after a while. You know, you sort of you get used to seeing the same thing, so you stop really seeing it and stop appreciating it, I think. So it's nice to come back down here, and you know, we've a lot of changes this year that are happening in our lives, so it's good to come back and visit these places while I can. So anyway, in this video I'm going to talk about 9 years of no alcohol, how I've changed in my life, and stick around till the end and I'll give you sort of a little recipe, or one of my little recipes for success, or what I think happened to me to give me some success in this journey. You know, 9 years alcohol free, 9 years with no alcohol, 9 years when no alcohol passed my lips. I mean, you know, that same sentiment can be written, can be said in a multitude of ways, but it's never going to get to the truth of what life without this poison can be, right? What a person, a man or a woman, can become when they free themselves, not only from the poisoning, from the physical poisoning, but from the thinking and the behavior of putting that toxin inside your body on a regular basis, right? And then what happens when you start to get some clarity in your life because you've stopped drinking alcohol, and to start to use that clarity to begin opening up your life for the good of yourself and for the good of the other people in your life. I mean, this is half the reason why we do anything in this journey. I mean, I'd say more than half is because of the other people in our lives, you know. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and this guy was on about, he said, one of the biggest things about women, one of the biggest motivations for men is the fact that women reject us. Women reject us on a consistent basis, and they say no on a consistent basis, which makes us work harder, which motivates us to be stronger, and to I mean, most things that men do in life is because they want to attract the woman. Most things that women do in life is the opposite thing, you know. So people are generally, this is the reason why we do a lot of stuff in life. So anyway, even though you know, I've seen, it's 9 years in physical terms, you know, so I can count the years and I can look at the calendar and go, X marks the spot for the time that they actually stopped drinking alcohol. But I've now lived more of my life, right? I've lived more of my life without this toxin. Do you get what I mean? If you take it outside of the time frame and you look at the productivity and the positive expectations and positive possibilities and that positive flow forwards, when you look at it from that perspective, I've lived more of my life. I've done more things. I've thought more things. I've achieved more things since I stopped drinking alcohol. So just let that sink in. You know, if you're at the beginning of this journey, know that it is the beginning of the journey. That's why I implore people all the time, please do not go through this journey thinking that it's anything to do with alcohol. It's not. Once you stop drinking the alcohol, forget the alcohol. get over the stuff, right? Get over the cravings, get over the discomfort. These are all things that we have to do, right? But get over the alcohol. It's not about the alcohol. As long as you keep focusing on the alcohol, you're not gonna extricate yourself from the situation. You're gonna keep plodding along in the same old, doing the same old, looking for something else. I once heard this guy talking about it in the sense of a lot of people, they are born into this world and their umbilical cord is cut, and they spend the rest of their lives umbilical cord in hand looking for another place to plug that thing in, right? So they're looking for something else that can give them something. No, life is about taking. And I'm not talking about taking from other people. Think about it from the perspective of life is a balloon, and draw a little square on the balloon. And if you look at life in general and the economy, or look at it from a financial point of view, even blow up that balloon. As the balloon is expanding, so is your square. This is the way to look at life, right? If you look at life like somebody else is taking something, when somebody else gets, when there's a billionaire out there, for instance, and they're taking all the money, and there is only a finite amount of money. That's such a bullshit attitude. Because these people create money from nothing. They create from nothing. And that's what you have to do. You have to create. You have to create in your life. You have to create and take. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of my life moving forwards and getting to that best possible version of myself. So look, I'm going to leave it there for today, and I'm going to leave it till the next video, and I'll give you some of the reasons why I stopped, right? I think this is a two-parter, because this part of it was a bit weird. Take care of yourself, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Bye now.